icebreaker. I think most of them I know. Nas Child, Pritika, Venkateswarlu, Sadashiva, Srikriti, Annapurna, Srinija, Sadashiva, Anusha, Radha, Manasvi, Supriya. Most of us we know, so there's no icebreaker then. Okay, start with your questions, please. Free for all. Give a chance to the kids.
Sriman Narayana Swamiji, I had put a list of questions and topics. We can, if somebody has questions, we can start with that too.
Okay, you put the questions, what is teen, etc., right?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking at these kids, I think personally I know Manasvi, Radha, and Srinija, Annapurna, Srikriti, Pritika, Reena's daughter, Hema, Krati, Kirtana, Sunita's son, and Josna's daughters. None of them are teenagers, whether they are 10, 11, 12.
Yeah,
I don't think
12,
they are
12
teen.
and above is what we were targeting. We will be adding more kids. But yes,
Okay.
just entering into teen itself, it starts.
Okay, kids, to start with, go ahead. Start with a wonderful question from any one of you, because I had to focus my thoughts, I had to bring. So only with your question, I'll be able to come back. Okay, now tell me, what are your questions? Start somewhere. Kids. Emma, no? Nobody wants to say anything? Hello?
Narayana Swamiji.
One of you talk, Emma.
Narayana Swamiji. Swamiji, yesterday you taught 18 slokams, right? Can you please, like, at least 5 minutes, you can ask the question so that the kids able to say it or not. You can
Wow,
test.
I see.
Then
I see.
later might be they
Kids,
might
okay, kids,
question.
open to you. I got the point from her. Suppose I say, okay, suppose I'm asking a question to all of you. How will you answer me? Namely, is it okay to worship the Supreme God, whomsoever it be? I don't want to give him a name, Krishna, Rama, Narayana, Shiva, anyone, as a light, as a jyoti with no form. Is it okay?
No, Acharya.
Hello, you are not a kid.
क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि
Who said that, Amma?
Pritika Swamiji.
What does it mean to me? I don't know Sanskrit.
It's actually difficult to like be stuck with a single light because
Keep talking. You did not answer my question. What if I worship God as a light or a jyoti?
a Jyoti whose nature is beyond the grasp of our senses.
Yeah, go ahead, Amma.
Worship of the unmanifest is very difficult and will end up in misery because the embodied beings misidentify the immortal soul with the perishable body.
Okay. That path is full of difficulties, right? Pritika, can you be more firm, elaborate in your reply? Hello?
Yes, Swamiji?
Can you be more clear? Can you say one more time? I'm not convinced with your answer.
Our minds are stuck with the unmanifest, some formless light, Jyoti.
So what does that mean? Will I get salvation or not?
I don't think so because it'll be hard.
Why do you say I don't think so? Why don't you be bold enough and say, no, you will not get it? That is the reply I'm looking for. Because anybody who is worshipping God as an unmanifested form, like a light, like a jyoti, they will get only kaivalyam, not moksham, vaikuntham. Okay? All right. Can I ask you one more question?
The
Anyone
recording
please,
has started.
anyone of you please answer the question.
Yes, Swamiji.
Yes, Swamiji. Yes, Swamiji.
Everybody talks about soul, 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 soul. What exactly is the soul? Or what kind of features it has?
Swamiji, Nainam Chindanti Shastrani, Nainam Dahati Pavakaha, Naichainam Kleti and Tiapo, Nasoshayati Marutaha.
Who is saying that, Amma?
Shrikriti Swamiji.
Good, Srikati. What does it mean, Amma?
No weapons, nothing can like basically perish or like damage the soul. Like fire can't, a weapon cannot, water can't make a soul wet. Like basically no elements, no panchabhuta like wind, fire, water, earth, like all those, they can't do anything to the soul because the soul is immortal and the soul is like very subtle like compared to any of the 14 universes.
Okay. So, what do you want me to do? So, what is your suggestion to me?
Basically the soul, we people think it is very complex, but in reality it appears complex because of all the karma phalam our soul goes through.
Very good, Amma. Very good, Amma. Very good. Now, I just sent you an updated one with another 18 questions. Okay, that will take up for next class. Okay, right now let us focus on some of the things that. Okay, Mala sent me a few things. What is team? Take the first step now. First thing, team is the one when there are so many changes in your body. I'm sure in your science classes, your teachers might have told you. Your body, lots of changes in your body for boys as well as girls. Then your hormone secretions are way different. Your thought process is way different. Good. Along with the hormones, along with the bodily changes, along with the thinking, something else also comes into picture. That's called craziness. That is the time for nearly 7, 8 years. You will be going through strange ideas that you can conquer the world, that you can climb the Himalayas, that you can become Bill Gates, you can change the world upside down. It's okay. But to put so the thing is try to focus, focus, focus. This is the time your friends may influence you, your parents may influence you, your teachers may influence you, because this is the most impressionable time in your life from 13 to 19. Once you are 20, oh, you have settled. All that crazy ideas, all those strange ideas are gone. Now you will try to keep your 2 feet on the ground and try to look at reality. This is the time your mind will also take you to a fancy world, an imaginary world, where everything appears very colorful and rosy. But real life may not be colorful and rosy. So you have to be very, very careful. If you are fortunate, you get good friends, you're lucky. If you're not lucky, you get bad friends. Oh, that's it. That's it. That can change your lifestyle. So, first thing, make sure you get some good friends. Most important one. Because with your parents, you spend very little time now. Most of your time is in your other activities, your games, singing, dancing, boxing, so many things. So, if you have good friends, first step is good. Nothing wrong in thinking independent, but make sure you are having positive thinking. Have some goals, work for them. There is nothing wrong in aspiring to be a millionaire. There is nothing wrong in aspiring to be a doctor. There is nothing wrong in aspiring to be a great singer. Anything is good. Do not ever think only if you become a medical doctor, make lots of money, you are great. No. Even if you become a business person, you can make money. Making money should not be the motivation. Job satisfaction is the main thing that you should worry about. That said, therefore, self confidence. Self confidence. Remember, there is no job as impossible. There is no word like impossible. Impossible is a word found only in a stupid's dictionary. That's all. For a smart kid, there is nothing as impossible. If you are not able to get it, that means you did not put in enough effort. You put in 24 hours of effort, it's not working out, means maybe 24 hours of preparation is not enough. Go to 36 hours. You have put in 36 hours of preparation, still it is not coming out. That means it requires more. Make it 48 hours. Remember, there is nothing as impossible. You can achieve everything you want. Sometimes it may take one day, sometimes it may take 1 year, sometimes it may take 10 years, sometimes it may take a lifetime. But you can achieve. If you sincerely wish, that word sincerely wish, there is no definition for sincere. Then how do you know what wish is sincere? When it comes true, that means you sincerely wished it. If it is not coming true, that means somewhere you yourself are not fully convinced about it. If you are convinced, you can achieve anything. That is what is called self-confidence. Go ahead, your questions about your self-confidence before we go to the next one.
Swamiji, you said how good friends are very important, but how do we identify if they're good friends from inside and out, Swamiji?
Very simple. Look at them. Look at their behavior. Or are they having some extras, unnecessary extras to attract attention? Are they eating normally? Or they are hiding something which is not healthy? Are they open in their communication with you? Whenever you call them, are they ready to answer the phone, or they say, no, I'm busy. No, I'm busy. That means they may be doing something which they don't want to share with you. Even if they are busy, they should pick the phone and say, hey, I'm doing this. Give me some time. I'll definitely get back to you. I have not ignored you. That is called openness. Same thing when you visit your friend, are they treating you like a stranger, or is your friend treating you like as one among the family? And of course, there are other habits, their food habits, their social habits, their fancy habits. Observe them. If you think there is something, a large gap between the way you are thinking, the way your habits are, and their habits, that friendship will not work out. Got it?
Yes, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji.
Go ahead. Next question.
Sriman Narayana, can I ask one question, Swamiji, for the kids?
Hmm.
Lot of times these kids feel the pressure of being like someone or doing something so that they belong to the group, or they feel that they are also one among them and they are not left out. How do they deal with it?
Remember, there is a nice proverb in English: birds of the same feather gather together. Even practically, I have seen, the whole of last year, Corona didn't go out. I just have a window in my room. Every day I take some rice and throw it there outside in the lawn. Literally, birds of the same feather are always together. If a bird with a different kinds of feathers are coming, these things will chase them. So that will go away and make friends with its own group for eating the seeds, grains. You also the same thing. If you do not belong there in that group, that means your thinking is different, their thinking is different. Remember, that is not the only group in the world. There are hundreds of groups that will match your taste. There are hundreds of people who think exactly as you are thinking. Have patience. You will find the best group for you. Don't get disheartened. Even if you go to college, there are various sororities or groups because they all know people think different. People's priorities are different. People's taste is different. Give a small example. Some people are there very fond of non-vegetarian food, whereas you are not comfortable with the non-vegetarian food. There's no point in thinking of sticking with that group. Some people are vegetarian. Some people are vegans. So if you belong to one of those groups, just go only where you are welcome. Only just go to that kind of friendship without any fear of mocking, that they will not make fun of you because you are an individual. When you respect others and their opinion, they will also respect you and your opinion. Therefore, express your thoughts freely. If they can take it, they will take it and they will welcome you. If they don't welcome it, that's fine. That's not the end of the world. That's not the end of the road. There are many, many groups, many, many friends. Just post a small message in one of the groups and say, hey, looking for some friends who are vegans, looking for some friends who are vegetarians, looking for some friends who are non alcoholics, looking for some friends who are non smokers. Like that. You'll get a bunch of replies. Nothing wrong in that. Remember, for a friendship to continue, people should think exactly the same. Just like marriage. Yes, wife, husband, family, children. But even after 20, 30 years of marriage, there are differences of opinion. But there are some marriages where not even a few days after marriage, but they agree with each other. Their thinking is the same, their taste is the same, their ideology is the same, their goals are the same. It all comes in a free exchange of ideas. Once you are able to exchange your ideas freely, everything will fall in place. Is that clear, Amma? So do not feel that that one group is not welcoming you. Do not ever think that is the end of the world. That is not at all the end of the world. Okay?
Okay, Swamiji.
Go ahead, Amma. Next question. Josna, is a Tarani there? Tarani, you are the one who wanted to ask so many questions.
Swamiji,
Hmm.
how to balance our school and extracurricular activities, Swamiji?
What is it, Srikrati? Was it? How come?
How to balance our school and extracurricular activities, Swamiji?
Be bold enough to tell your mom and dad, Mom, I'm already burdened with one Sanskrit class. I'm already burdened with one Sanskrit class. Don't burden me to go for dance class. Remember, I'm not a jack of all trades. I want to become a master of one at least. Nothing wrong in telling. If you sincerely feel you can manage all of them, I mean, it's not easy. I do understand you have schoolwork, you have homework, and you have your personal choices. Then some of the parents, they want their kids to go to the music class, to go to the dance class, to go to karate class, to go to math class, to go to Sanskrit class, to go to chanting class. You decide where your heart goes. If you decide that Krishna is your real passion in life, then you stick to your schoolwork, Sanskrit classes, Bhagavad Gita chanting. If you think your heart goes for dance, nothing wrong. Stick to your schoolwork and stick to your dance class and practice. Just because the parents are advising you, they may be very ambitious. It is not that they want to hurt your dreams, but sometimes that extra love, extra affection may be hurting you. Tell them, Mom, I'm not a genius. Mom, I'm not a genius. I had to study a lesson 10 times before I can memorize it. There may be some smart kids, they read only 2 times they can memorize. I'm not. I have to read 10 times, so I need more time. Therefore, I can concentrate only on one activity. Nothing wrong in telling. But if you're a genius, just by studying a couple of times, you can master the regular school work. Then you can add one after one, one after one. Therefore, good judgment comes from you, not from others, because you are your best judge. You are your best judge. First priority to school work. You must get good grades. Then only you can get into a good college. Your whole life depends on what kind of college you go to. You go to Ivy League, Harvard, MIT, Stanford, Yale, Princeton, Your life, your friends, your circle will be an elite circle, a different group. You go to state university, etc. You are settling down for mediocre level. You go to community colleges, etc. You are settling down to a low level of living. So this is the time for you. By the time you complete high school, I don't know, to put it in your words, if it is SAT, if the full score is 1600, you must get 1580 or so, 1580 out of 1600, if you want admission to Harvard, MIT, etc. If you are getting only 1300, 1400, sorry to say, you will end up only in state universities, Stony Brook, Rutgers, something like that. If you are getting below 1000, you will be ending up only in community colleges. The choice is yours. Again, I'm not discouraging you. If you get low score, that's not the end of the road. Take it one more time. Make an analysis where you are going wrong. Do some extra work and you will improve. Sometimes mistakes happen. Sometimes you may not be able to get in one sitting. Nothing wrong. You will get it. Go again for the next one. Next one. You will succeed. Okay? Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, Swamiji.
There's nothing wrong in having a free dialogue with your parents. Sorry, ma'am, I cannot do these extra ones. I can do only one or two, that's all. Nothing wrong in telling them. And the parents will understand. Out of their over affection for you, they wanted you to become an expert singer, expert dancer, expert tennis star, expert academic achiever. That's fine. But you know your limitations. Sit with your father, sit with your mother, discuss freely, and they will appreciate your discussing freely with them. If they are not open, you be open with them. You start the dialogue. Nothing wrong in that. Go ahead.
Okay, Swamiji. One more question, Swamiji. So, if our friends, they might not be like Vaishnava Swamiji, so is it okay to have friends like that, or only like Hinduism Swamiji?
The friendship, you should have some limits. There's nothing wrong in having non-Vaishnavas as friends. Nothing wrong in that. Nothing wrong in that. But it should not influence your basic way of thinking. That's the most important one.
Oh, okay, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji.
As
Noted.
long as, say, for example, you have some friends, 24/7, they only talk about chicken, beef. Or if you have, once you come to high school, college, their discussions are only focusing around champagne, wine, partying, late night. You should understand, is this my way of thinking? These are all common. And let's go a step further. Even if you find a trace of they're using forbidden stuff like marijuana, drugs, just avoid them. That's all. Just avoid them. Simply say, sorry, I don't want to get involved. That's all. Just be blunt in the very beginning itself. There are certain things which you should avoid. There are certain things you can tolerate. Enjoy with your friends. So know where your friends, in which category they are. Forbidden activities, simply say bye. Okay, you can tolerate, continue. They match with your ideas, enjoy their company. Got it, Sekriti?
Yes, Swamiji.
There's nothing wrong. Be blunt. Express your ideas. Friends means you should be able to express your ideas freely. If you are not given the opportunity to express yourself, they are not your friends.
Okay, Swamiji.
Go ahead, Ma. Next question.
How about bullying as well, Swamiji?
I did not get you. How about?
Bullying, Swamiji?
I'm not able to follow you. How about?
Bullying, Swamiji, like,
Bullying, she's saying.
Bullying. I see. So
yes.
you are bullying others or others are bullying you?
No one's bullying me, Swamiji. I'm just asking, like, how to deal with that, Swamiji.
Just tell them, will you shut up and get lost? That's all. Just say, give them a stern warning. The minute you know they are crossing their limits, be firm. Will you shut up and get lost? That's all. That one will scare them. The minute you tolerate them, they will run all over you. The minute you suspect somebody is trying to boss over you, bully over you, be firm and say, that's it. No more of this kind of nonsense. Second time they come and start bullying, will you get lost or shall I have to call 911? That's all. That's it.
Okay, Swamiji.
They know what it is. What is 911?
Yes, Swamiji.
Yep.
That I know.
If somebody is bullying you, bully you. You have every right to stop it. But remember, you also should not bully others
Yes, Swamiji.
because it works on both ends. Go ahead,
Okay,
kids. Josna, you didn't answer my question. Is Tarini there? When I was there, she was asking a lot of questions. Tarini, are you there? All right. Go ahead, Ma. Questions, please.
Swamiji, can I ask one more for the children? Motivation, self-motivation. How do they stay motivated? And also some examples from Ramayana or Mahabharata will help out how they.
Very simple to get motivated. First of all, as parents, just observe the kids. Always think that forcing your ideas on the kids is good. No. Observe the kids. If the kid in the spare time is listening to music, is humming, understand the child is there in a passionate way, interested in light music. If the child is there interested in kicking the ball, playing with a bat, good, encourage them in that field. If the child is there, very expressive, moving the hands, moving the eyes, body language, maybe they'll become good in dancing. Observe them. You don't have to be a psychologist to understand your own kids. They are, after all, your blood. They are your blood. You can easily understand them. And encourage every child with what they are doing. Unfortunately, in the good olden days, parents used to put down the kids. Oh, you're dumb, you're not smart. Look at the other kid, they are getting this, that. No, never compare one kid with the other. Every kid is a gem. Every kid is going to become great in their own way. Therefore, you want to add to their motivation. Then you observe what is it their interest is. Encourage them to pursue their interest. As long as it is going in the right direction, allow that. Only when you feel it is deviating from that original goal, have an open dialogue with them. Have an open dialogue with everything about marriage, children, family. Nothing wrong in that. Kids these days, by the time they come to the teenage level, they are more informed about life than what we think, either in their class or in their science subjects or in their informal talks with their teachers or with some discussions among their friends. They are more knowledgeable. They should feel comfortable in talking with the parents in a very pleasant atmosphere. So let us create a pleasant atmosphere for the kids. Fine. Go ahead, ma'am.
Swamiji, one question, Swamiji. How should you deal with betrayal?
What is it, ma'am? How should they?
How should you deal with betrayal? Like if someone betrays you, like your friend.
How did you deal with
Betrayal, Swamiji. Like
that word? I'm not able to. What is it? How do you spell it?
Betrayal. Betrayal.
Hey, can you type it in the message, please? I'm not able to make out.
Okay, Swamiji.
Can you type it?
Swamiji, she's saying betrayal. Betrayal.
Oh, betrayal. I see. Okay, okay. That is where you misjudge those people. That's all. I won't blame them. Without knowing their antecedents, you trusted them so much. That's why before you go one more step deeper into that friendship, as I told you, you make an analysis. Is your line of thinking is at least 80% in agreement with the other person's line of thinking? If the agreement is not at least 80%, things will end up in a very bad way. Only if 80% at least of agreement is there, people will try to accommodate the other person. Look for at least 80% of agreement. Your line of thinking, their line of thinking. Betrayal. You trusted them so much. Why? When they are not worth your trust, it is not their mistake, it is your mistake. Just because somebody is a sweet talker, that doesn't mean somebody is there telling things matter of fact, plain facts, everything open. Doesn't mean they are your enemies. Maybe they will turn out to be your good friends. That openness in your dialogue must be there. And it is a two-way traffic, not at all one-way traffic. So if somebody betrayed you, that means you have reposed so much of faith in them in an undeserving person. If they are deserving, they will never betray you. For that matter, to start with, start trusting your own parents first. because parents will not betray you under any circumstances. Start discussing your ideas with your own siblings, your own brother, your own sister. At least they have a bondage with you through blood. With friends, be very, very open and candid. If they're talking, allow them to talk. Listen. And when they're done, do not ever hesitate to express what you sincerely feel, and you will succeed. Same thing for spiritual life also. I don't know whether they're here or not, but I know a few people. They feel they love Krishna. They love Vrindavan. They love the activities of Krishna. If they like Rama, if your interest is there in Krishna, stick to people who love Krishna. Rama is exactly the same as Krishna. But if the other person's liking is so much towards Rama, nothing wrong in that. Enjoy them, enjoy their company from a distance. If your liking is Krishna, involve with the people who like Krishna. If your liking is Rama, their liking is Krishna, just be friends. Don't get too much involved. And when you feel injustice is happening, never hesitate to bring it out and say, let's talk about this. It is hurting my sentiments. We need to have a very clear-cut understanding where we are going here. Have a very candid dialogue. At the end, if they don't agree, simply say, all right, let's be friends, not fight over this, but I'm sorry, I cannot agree with you. Be bold enough to say, I'm sorry, I cannot agree with you. Never feel bad. You are not hurting them by saying that. You are saying very politely, I'm sorry, I cannot agree with you. That is the best way to handle situations. Go ahead, Amma. Next question you have. Hello, Matladandi.
Swamiji, if an injustice is happening around you, but like you don't want to get involved in it, like because it's not related to you, should you still like step up and like uh try to make justice, Swamiji?
Take the best example of Draupadi in Mahabharata. Draupadi was being disrobed by Dushasana in a public assembly hall in front of thousands of people. It is injustice that is happening in front of everyone. But the assembly hall attenders, gatekeepers, they are incapable of stopping it. But a capable person like Bhishma, who could have stopped it, did not stand up to defend that innocent victim. That is a big blunder. So when injustice is happening in front of you, if you are in a position to stop it, you must stop it. If you are not in a position to stop it and you cannot tolerate that injustice, walk away from that place. Do not even bother looking at it. And next
Okay,
time,
Swamiji.
avoid that kind of places.
Oh, okay, Swamiji.
But where, say, look at Draupadi being humiliated. Bhishma did not stand up to help Draupadi. Dronacharya did not stand up to help Draupadi. But there was a very young boy called Vikarna. He is not capable fellow, but still his blood was boiling. He was the only one who raised the issue. Draupadi is asking for justice. Why the learned members of the assembly are not answering her? He was asked to shut up by Duryodhana. What Vikarna did, I will rather walk out than being a spectator to the injustice happening. So, if you are a capable person like Bhishma, do not close your eyes. Do not be indifferent. Give your opinion and stand firm to say, stop it. I will not tolerate this. If the other persons are aggressive, simply say, you must defeat me before you touch Draupadi. How dare you be to touch Draupadi in my presence? Say that very firmly. If you're not a capable person, just walk out. Do not be a silent spectator, enjoying the injustice being dished out to innocent people. No, that's not dharma.
Okay, Swamiji.
But you are a small girl. You cannot stop it. So do not ever get into that kind of a situation where there is injustice and you are not able to stop it. But if you can stop it, you must stop injustice at any cost.
Okay, Swamiji.
So Bhishma is completely at fault when he did not stop that injustice. Draupadi. It's a big mistake. Dronacharya, Bhishma, they made big mistakes. That's why Krishna could not forgive them.
Swamiji, what if you don't know if you're like capable or not to stop the situation, and you don't know how to stop it,
Very
Swamiji?
simple. They are having guns and fighting. You don't have guns. You are incapable. So just get away from that place.
Oh,
You are a police officer, always with a service revolver, even if you are in plain clothes. You are capable of stopping it. You stop it.
okay, Swamiji.
Yeah.
Narayana.
Go ahead, Amma. What else I can help you? Hey, kids, you have to speak out.
Sriman Narayana, Swamiji. Is there a connection between your food and thoughts?
What is it? Is this?
A connection between food and thoughts.
Sunita, what is it? Is it connecting what, Sunita?
Acharya, is there a connection between food and our thoughts? The food that we eat and the
Thank you, sir.
thoughts
Yes,
that.
you are right. The food that you eat will influence your thought process. Yes.
Please explain, Acharya.
Non-vegetarian food people eat will influence their thought process to be cruel. They will not hesitate to hurt others. That is their universal according to Krishna. Their motivation, it's okay if 10 chicken die as long as I can build up my six-pack body shape. That's not correct. Food influences your thought process. Rajoguna, tamoguna. It's okay to steal. It's okay to cheat. It is okay to lie. The foods that are abundant in Rajoguna, tamoguna will influence your mind. It's okay to lie. I lied only 10 times today. I can lie 10 more times. Therefore, Satyam, greatest thing is Satyam. Follow the truth. If you are capable, stop injustice. If you are not capable, go away from that place. You got it, Amma?
Yes, Acharya.
And food, if the food is pure, then only your thought process is pure. How do you know that? The Upanishad says, Ahara Shuddhau Sattva Shuddhehe. Only when the food that you eat is pure, you will think in a positive way. The food becomes pure when it is prepared in clean conditions and when it is offered to Krishna. So do not think food means purity means is external. No, it is much more than that. The majority of the contents of the food that we eat will come out of the body as waste material. The fine portion will go to form your blood cells and bone marrow, etc. And the subtle portion of the food that you eat will go to influence your mind. Even if you look at an MRI, only in the brain you have what is called as white matter or gray matter. Rest of the body, the tissue is red. Only in the brain you have that white matter or gray matter. The subtle portion of the food will go to form the brain cells. Positive thinking, religious thinking, thinking to stick to truth, etc., will come only when the food is pure. When the food is impure, forbidden that you cannot offer to Krishna, it will lead you only to negative thinking. Therefore, food is very, very important. And by the way, everyone who is a pure devotee should also know how to prepare food, how to cook food. Because if you feel others are not giving you the right food, you should be able to cook and offer to Krishna the right food so that you will eat the right way. Your food will influence your thought process 100%, no doubt about that. Okay. One last question because I came late. I know it is past 12 o'clock, but one last question.
Swamiji, are there other worlds other than this one? Like other universes actually? Not.
You're right. Many, many other universes are there. Even recently, United States Defense Department, Pentagon, has released so many of their files that they have seen unidentified, that they have interacted with aliens. They could not understand their language, their technology, etc. And our planet Earth is only one among the many things that are there in this system, and there are this type of worlds, millions in the universe. Yes, there is civilization beyond our planet. According to science, according to our religion. Yes, what is it? Go ahead, Ma. Somebody is saying something.
I forgot.
And you can very easily verify that. Our eye, our physical eye may not be able to see that, but the eye of intelligence, it can see that. Basically, it all depends on the mode of communication. And that is one reason why even the great space organization, NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, is doing a lot of research on Sanskrit so that if at all they have to communicate with the extraterrestrial people, they feel Sanskrit is a perfect language. So it is real. Artificial intelligence is real. extraterrestrial life is real. Even philosophically, it is real. Yes. Okay. I'm very happy. So next Sunday, come up, and for the next Saturday, I have sent you. Did anyone of you get a chance to see that when I sent the file?
Yes,
The
Swamiji, I saw it.
questions and answers. Yesterday we did 18. I added another 18 today. And by the time we come to next Saturday, I'll add another 18 and try to send you. And please read it so that we'll have a wonderful discussion next Saturday. Okay, Ma, can we say bye today?
Narayana, Swamiji.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you, Narayana.
Thank you, Mother, for
Narayana.
Puja for the Acharya.